beautiful. What a sign, sunshine, most of the time. And the feeling is laid back. Things grow and turn out low, but you know, keep thinking about making my way back. Well, I'm Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. But nowadays I'm lost between two shores. It's fine, but it ain't home. Please go home, but it ain't mine no more. I am scared. No one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am a cry. I am said I. And I am lost and I can't even say why. Feeling lonely still. Did you ever read about a frog who dreamed of being a king? And then there came one. Such a name and a few other changes if you talk about me. It's always the same story. But I gotta admit that it's deep inside and I've tried. But it won't let me go. And I'm not a man who likes to swear, but you know, I never cared the sound of being alone. I am scared to no one else, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. Thank you very much. Now on this cool, not so cool for the Monday morning is Don and Freddie X. How about them up?
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the beginning of a new week, a new era, a new day. Look, we match. Our crew will be very happy, our social media people, that we actually kind of blend today. Who knew? I'll let you go with everything. You're like in a neutral.
I'm like Switzerland. I'm excited. First of all, I want to thank Baxton for singing that today, because that's actually happens to be one of my favorite songs. He did a nice job, as always. And going to miss Baxton. Baxton is leaving us on Friday.
I know.
After 2.5 years, it's been a long ride, a great ride.
I'm already teary, I know.
But I'm going to miss the kid. And don't tell him that, because he's in Studio B. I don't want him to know that, but this is
Come on in. You guys want to get in the comfy chairs, or you want to sit at the table? Okay.
Just pick a spot. Just
wherever you guys want to sit. Have a seat.
Just move that.
That's Gillian's.
That's good. Yeah. Just move.
It's all good.
Well, this is what happens when you
rearrange
show up
furniture.
late,
See,
lady.
you're
What do you want me to do?
You're never late. I'm like, where is she? Okay, she found her glasses, so she's good to go.
But I'm excited about tonight.
Tell me about tonight. What are we doing?
Did you get the banner, Nathan, for tonight? I sent it. Take a look about this. So tonight, we're starting a new venue. That's the exciting part. We've done thousands of remotes in the last 8 years, 9 years, whatever the hell we've been doing this. All over the place. We've done from cemeteries to weddings.
Oh my gosh, we did do that, didn't we?
You remember?
Oh my gosh, we did.
We have been everywhere.
We did.
But tonight is a new venue, a new restaurant. There it is. At 388 by Sal.
388 by Sal, correct.
By Sal.
By Mr. Sal.
By Mr. Sal. And we're excited to do this. Now, they called it Industry Night. That was the name that they gave us. So our friends that are in studio today are part of the industry.
I'm wondering what the industry is. Is it a hospitality?
It could be.
Could it be fixing a car? Could it just be if you work for a living?
You could be selling beef, for all I know, like they're doing today. Everybody's in the industry if you provide a service to the community, right?
I like it.
So what we're going to do is this thing tonight is brought to you by South Florida Oldies, the only radio station you need to listen to, 95.3 here in Boca. And I'm excited about that because I was chirping that there are other stations knocking at the door. I don't want anybody down here. Get away. Been here 18 years. Been here longer than any other station. We have been. So I'm excited about doing that. So we're going to have you call in and win a $25 gift certificate to the restaurant.
Absolutely.
What's the number?
888-994-4995 Studio A. Give us a call to win a $25 gift certificate to 388 by Mr. Sal. It's an incredible restaurant. They are the owners from a previous amazing restaurant in South Florida that everyone knows. They serve family style. It's Italian. It's a tremendous restaurant. They even have a private room if you want to have an event. That's all separate. That's a large room.
The place is huge.
It's very, I was shocked.
I'm hoping that they put us back in that private area, and we'll have a green thing. We'll have a networking party back there so that everybody can get to know everybody, and you get to give us some cards, maybe visit places, maybe go get a sandwich. I mean, there's a lot of goodness that's coming out of this thing.
A lot of good things. Kids went back to school today. It seems like everyone's back to work, which is funny. All you need is the first bus stop to come, and everyone's like, oh, it's time to go back to work. Summer's over. But I'm kind of glad, and we're working with some things with the Futures Foundation, so I'm going to be at an event on Wednesday, 100 plus women who care. So if you are in business and you are a woman looking to give back to different communities and different foundations, you don't even have to come to the event, but it's a great organization. This is the North Palm Beach, South Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, and Jupiter chapters, where you donate $100 a quarter, and you vote on your favorite charity. And all of the monies that they raise every quarter, 100% of those donations go to that charity. So that's somewhere upwards of $9,000, $10,000 a quarter. We'll see. I submitted the foundation just this morning is what I was working on when camera was in the back. I had to get the submission form in, so we'll see. It's like drawn out of a hat, and you see who gets to
You're going to get drawn.
present
Your name
that
will be
night.
the only name in the hat. It always happens.
But we'll see. So hopefully, this could be a kickstart to the fall semester for Amp Media Futures Foundation, because it's a great cause, and we're into new kids coming forward, and you got a great testimonial from someone over the weekend, which is really nice to see that what we do makes a positive impact.
Makes a difference. We're going to convert Studio B. If you've never been here, there are multiple studios in here, but Studio B is going to turn into the Amp Futures Foundation Studio. And I have on the drawing board some artistic stuff that's going to go on the
I think
wall.
your phone is on.
It's on? My phone is always on. Oh, you mean the jingles? Yeah.
No, I'm hearing music coming out of it.
No, it's not. That's just your brain. But we're going to try to convert all of that space for the foundation.
You don't hear music?
Dawn, take a pill. No.
Do you hear music?
Baxton, turn off your music.
Last night. So don't. Music is nicer than people talking.
So, but what I want you to know is that we're going to set up a table for our graphic designers. Because I was talking to Gio over the weekend. Now, if you don't know, Windows 10 is going to end updates and things of that nature next year in November.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it's not going to work, so don't say that I'm saying it's not going to work. It will work, but it won't work to our advantage because of why we need what we need. So what do you do with these computers that we have already?
I think you're worried about a problem that's not going to be a problem.
It's not that it's a problem, so we have put together what we're going to do with it.
Okay.
And one of the ideas we came out with is a graphic board that the kids can draw on, because you got a lot of graphic designers in here who are never given the opportunity to draw and put their works on the screen in the show. So this machine that we're talking about will allow you to do that. I think that Josh uses it himself. He's always doing beautiful graphic design.
You missed what happened in Studio A last week. I don't know where you were. How do you draw a lowercase f?
How do you do that?
These are our college and grad students of this generation of drawing a lowercase f. Do you draw it top to bottom, bottom to top? Where do you cross it? There was a whole lot of intricacies.
Top to bottom, and you cross it.
He draws it bottom to top, apparently.
Bottom to top. That's
You
a
do it
candy
top
cane.
to bottom?
I do top to bottom.
How do you guys, you're young, a lowercase f, if anyone even writes anymore.
I do top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
I think 90% of everybody.
He prints it all caps. Baxton?
Top to bottom.
Well, Josh does it bottom to top.
What?
But that would give.
Hey, so does Neville.
But that would.
Does it like this?
Yes. But that would make your curve inconsistent. If you did
So
that.
the curve is crooked.
Yeah.
So
That's what's gonna happen.
Ask Jalen. It was on the diagonal, and she says, "What are you all doing?" So in our spare time Thursday night at 8 o'clock, they
Everybody
were
was
all
looking for the app?
practicing lowercase f's.
Like like in kindergarten.
And now to be able to do that live on screen with this new program, which
Yes,
is
and
lovely.
they'll be able
so
to
thank
put it
you
right
for
on the
that.
screen. Well, I think
Now we
it's
can embarrass
important.
ourselves for everybody else to see.
Now they'll know that they don't know the alphabet. But anyway, does it really matter?
No, it was just interesting to see that people
Only
actually
you would
draw
bring
it.
up something like that.
Well, I was in there with Jalen on Thursday. I actually got to sit and watch what they do on a Thursday night.
They draw letters.
Yes,
Control letters.
Interesting.
yes.
Broken cafe.
But
Anyway,
but it's
join
all
us
good.
tonight. I promise that this won't be part of the conversation, but join us tonight at 388. We're really excited about doing that. There is another venue that I'm working on and another venue that I'm working on as well, because season is coming and it's heating up. What happens September 9th?
I don't know what happened September 9th?
Monday Night Football.
Oh.
Now, the football preseason started this past weekend. If you're a football fan, the Jets are going to be playing the 49ers on Monday Night Football, and the commercial spots that happen in that game are going fast. Man, they're going fast.
We need to get commercial.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're leaving, so I guess that just puts you right out of the picture, don't it? But if you want to put your commercial, your company on Monday Night Football, is going to be over 18 million sets of eyes that are going to be watching that particular game for a lot of reasons, namely the quarterback of the Jets and everything else, and the screaming at each other that they're doing right now. But this is a good opportunity. People are going to look at the commercials on Monday Night Football.
What night of the week is it?
Monday Night
Just kidding, just
Football.
making sure you're listening.
What's the over-under on the quarterback getting hurt?
So
What?
much for Switzerland.
What's the over-under on your quarterback getting
Well, the
hurt?
funny thing is that Vegas has how many minutes is he going to play without getting hurt? That's really bad. They got a 4-minute mark and his career's over. They got a 5-minute mark. You can put money throughout the whole 2 hours of the game and hit a jackpot if he gets hurt. That's sad. That is so sad.
September 9th. So if you're interested in spotlighting your business, let us know if we can help you on Comcast or on their streaming service. So whether it be on the network in your area, your county by zip code, or on their streaming service when you're watching, let us know, we can help you.
And the funny thing is that Monday Night Football is the big event, but we do baseball. Yes, there is a baseball team in Miami. Unfortunately, they don't get a lot of attention, but the Miami Dolphins football team is another game, man. Those sell out so fast. Those don't last for like a day. So if you want to get involved in the Miami Dolphins schedule and get your commercial in there, let us know. You're allowed only one, and you cannot have a Comcast contract. These are only for first-time new businesses.
All right, more to come. And since it's lunchtime, we've got Beauregard's Fine Meats in the house, so we're excited about that. They put together a package. Some of our crew went out on location last week and put together a piece that we're going to show you on the other side of this commercial break. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe to the Brooklyn Cafe Show and Amp Media Productions. Our interactions, I have to tell you, are almost at about 1,000 on the cafe, which is pretty amazing. I got that notification.
What, the interactions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
on our Google page.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you even know what our Google page is?
I don't even know what that is.
Think so.
What is that?
Like and subscribe to Amp Media Productions as well, so you can see all of our live show content, including Call Me Zena, Sarah Spiritual, Gypsy Soul, and Artist Loft. So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back.
We have some Kanye in the bag. Spirit steak's phenomenal. Meet Cameron Falls, the dedicated owner of Beauregard's Fine Meats and Butchery. When COVID-19 hit, Cameron saw an opportunity to pivot his career and make a difference in his industry. With no prior experience in butchery, he dove headfirst into it and has since made a massive impact on Boca's local community.
I didn't know I wanted to open a butcher shop. I was working as a chef at like a farm-to-table restaurant in Carmel by the sea in California. The pandemic happened, all the restaurants closed, essential businesses could stay open. And so my friend brought me on as a butcher.
Beauregard's has given the local community an amazing outlet for locally sourced meats and a trustworthy vendor. Cameron promises that his customers can not only trust him and the farmers he sources from, but also that they will have a delicious meal every time they walk in the door.
I couldn't find any good quality meat here. Most people don't know there's a lot of agriculture, there's a lot of beef in Florida. There's tons of beef in Florida. There's lamb, there's chicken, there's pork, but it just wasn't around. So I was like, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands and I'm just gonna go for it. They're all locally sourced from Florida farms. Doesn't go anywhere else except for her farm, straight to my shop.
Cameron's journey has allowed Beauregard's to become a fantastic addition to Boca. If you want to check it out yourself, go to 497 Northeast 20th Street, Boca Raton, Florida 33431, or visit their website, beauregardsfinemeats.com.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
A successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Wow, and we're back. Let's jump into this thing before I jump out of my
I love
skin.
Sally, I gotta tell you. Call me Zena, coming to you today at 2:30. But first, let's kick over to Beauregard's Fine Meats. We've got Cameron Falls and his lovely wife, Gillian, joining us at Beauregard's.
Thanks for having us.
The piece you saw before we went to commercial break, some of our crew went over and they got to do a quick sneak peek over there.
They did.
You and I got the opportunity to go visit about a month ago, and it's beautiful.
It is, and it's only, 4 months old? It's right out of the box. It's brand new.
We opened in April.
We're new to this. Thank you so much for having us, Dawn and Freddie. We really appreciate this opportunity. It's very kind.
Now, I got to tell you, back in the day, I only bought my meats from a butcher. And then I married Michelle, and her father was a butcher for Pathmark. So when I went to buy my meats, I got it from him, being that he knew what was good, what was no good. So when I used to look, you know how you go shopping for meat in the supermarket? And you say, oh, this steak looks good. So what do you look at? You look at the fat and the this and then the price. Because if the price is here, is it good, is it bad? So he used to tell me, put that stuff down. Put it down. You don't want that. I go, what's wrong with it? And he used to go over all these different things. So going to a butcher, which is what technically you are, correct?
Yes, correct.
It's the way to go, especially if you have kids. And that's why I did it. Because my kids were into sports, and you always...
Why, especially if you have kids?
Because they were highly active, and you wanted them to have the best. If they're going to do meats, to have the best. And Freddie grew up, he'll tell you, he grew up with a butcher always giving him the right cuts of meats and everything else. Freddie used to look like a little powerhouse when he was a kid. When he was in Little League Baseball, Freddie's legs were powerful. It was unbelievable. And it had a lot to do with his diet, because kids nowadays, they don't have good diets.
But I have to ask, what made you open a butcher shop? Because there's not many around, right? Everyone's going to the big box stores, the big stores. They're just buying cheap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, you know, when I moved down here about 3 years ago, I couldn't find any quality meat. And being from the West Coast, it wasn't abnormal to have, you know, farmers markets and things like that where you could buy farm-raised meats. And, you know, I've always loved to cook. I've always loved to make charcuterie. I've always loved to cut meats, butcher hogs, stuff like that. So it kind of just all worked out. And I've always loved to make, you know, sandwiches and tasty food like that. So it just was kind of a labor of love that just kind of came together, I guess.
And you were a chef.
Yes, I'm a classically
Still a
trained
chef.
French chef, I guess you would technically say, from the Culinary Institute of America, which is in Hyde Park.
But you decided instead of working in a restaurant, you're going to open up your own butcher shop.
But do you do catering?
Yes. What do we do catering currently?
Yeah.
Yes, we're working on that. Yeah, we had a catering order over the weekend, and there's still some things to work out. We're still trying to get our everything organized. We kind of just dropped off a bag of sandwiches, but I think she was expecting like platters all neatly wrapped. So sorry if she's listening, but I hope she enjoyed the food. I think she did. But yeah, we'll cater. We cater to office buildings, all that stuff. So we can, and you know, the coolest thing is we'll do custom cuts for people. You know, if somebody says, hey, I have a smoke or a green egg and I want to smoke a pork shoulder, you know, can you take care of me? And I say, absolutely. We get in the whole hog straight from Groveland, Florida. The lady raises them on her property. She harvests them. She brings them down in a refrigerated truck. They're about 3-4 days old since, you know, harvest. And I'll cut them a piece. And nothing's fresher, nothing will taste better than that fresh piece of pork. So we're happy to do stuff like that for everybody, to the community and whatnot. So.
Did you grow up, like what you were saying, with a lot of fresh meat? Your mom or dad cook?
Not at all.
Not at all. That's what I'm wondering. Like my
Nobody
kids would be
did.
like, no, not
A lot
at
of
all.
people didn't.
No, I wasn't really into academics. You know, I didn't want to go to university and just get a degree that I wouldn't use. And I always liked working with my hands. I always liked food. I did grow up in a food family. And it just kind of so happened that I went to culinary school and loved it.
That's incredible.
Foodies, if you see, Dawn's not a foodie.
My kids are.
Your kids would appreciate a fine steak.
My son
from a
and his
butcher.
wife would be loving you right now. Yes, exactly, 100%.
Because it tastes different, it cuts different, the presentation, whatever you put it together is different. Sarah is a chef. She's unbelievable. Presentation is everything. And if she sees something, she says, okay, you got to change it, you got to do this, you got to do that. She drives me crazy sometimes. But my God, the food from a butcher is 100% different. 100%. You would appreciate a fine steak.
You're
You don't even
probably
eat
right.
steak, I don't think.
That's probably why.
That's probably, you don't eat that. But there are other things that you
But
can
think
get.
about it. It's probably why I don't eat it, because I'm always like, it's...
It tastes
even
different.
even chicken, when there's certain grocery stores that it's just like, not so good. So if you don't go to the right place to get your food, you become food adverse to that food because you think, where's it any better anywhere else? Until we went to your place. And everything was clean. The meats were spectacular. I think when you go to the grocery stores, they're so wrapped in saran wrap that you can't see what's underneath it. And even if the top doesn't look good, you know the bottom's probably looking worse, right?
Absolutely, and you don't know where your meat is coming from. I mean, if you ask somebody, hey, where is this meat coming from? Nobody knows. I mean, they don't know. They don't have an answer for you. And I have an answer. It's coming from a farm, a ranch in Florida or in Georgia, and it's all pasture raised. So we know where our meat comes from, and the money goes right back to the community. It goes to the farmers. It goes to the ranchers. And, you know, it's just, that's where we want our business to be, basically, you know.
So let me ask you, beef that is corn-fed and grass-fed, two different tastes, two different types of beef?
Yes, well, technically all beef is grass-fed when they're calves. I'm not a total expert on this. There's a lot of technicalities, but I think when they're born, they're grass. There's like 3 different stages, was the way that a rancher was explaining it to me. There's like the calf stage where they all are, they're drinking milk and they're eating grass, and then there's kind of like the middle stage where they need a little bit more calories, so they do like some corn or soy, and then there's the finishing stage where they'll fatten them up with, you know, corn or peanuts or sorghum or wheat or stuff like that. So the farms that I source from, they do regenerative farming, so they grow their own crops and they harvest them and they blend them together, working with nutritionists, and actually develop a balanced feed. So it's exactly what the steer, what they need in that time of their life, and it's high quality feed because they're growing it on their property. And a lot of the stuff that you get, like the commodity beef, they just you don't know where they're getting their corn from, where they're getting their feed from. It could be imported, it could be covered in chemicals. You just don't know. So at least we know that it's coming from Florida, it's grown in Florida, it's balanced, and they really care about what they're doing.
So a hard steak, you ever have a steak that is like leather, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dry, but it's just hard. Is that steak, is it the way they prepared it and cooked it, or is it where it came from, which could be from anywhere?
Oh, it could be a little bit of both. It really depends on the cut. A lot of people don't know this, and I love Costco, but they blade tenderize their meat, so it's always going to be tender. So they poke a bunch of holes in their meat, basically, their individual cuts. So that'll always be tender. If you don't do that to certain cuts, it'll be chewy. Like, it just depends on, I guess, the steak that you have, really.
I make meat about once a year, and that's for the Jewish holidays. Maybe it's
Once
twice
a
a
year?
year. There's like 2 holidays, yes.
Twice a year?
Brisket, that's it. I don't know how to
You have a
cook meat.
steak?
I don't know how to cook meat. I don't know what to do
We're
with
gonna bring
meat. I don't
some-
know how to slice meat. They go against the grain. Well, sometimes that works, and sometimes it gets stringy, so then I go the other direction, and then it's chewy. Why I don't cook meat, because then I never know how to slice it right. I need like a whole meat cooking, cutting, serving class. Because people make it sound like you're laughing, right?
Well, people ask for classes all the time, and I'm like, well, we're just still brand new. We're still trying to, figure things out. But
Let's put a grill in front of the store and have class.
Yes, I think that would be cool. I would be open to something like that. Even seasoning meat and letting it rest and slicing it, like those simple things will improve the flavor of your meat so much.
We'll put a tent in front, 2 parking spaces, and these is important.
I think it's a great idea.
I would love to
Do
do
it
that.
on a weekend, have the kids come out, do like an outdoor event, and
Are you kidding? They'll be
Absolutely.
flocking.
Absolutely.
Everybody flock over. How to cut a steak on a grill, which is different than cooking a steak on a stovetop.
100%.
And electric is different from gas. I cannot stand cooking on electric. I hate it. So many 42 years of cooking in New York on gas. It's just
You mean
very
stoves?
difficult. Yeah.
But don't you use a grill?
That's that black box. Yeah.
The one that you keep a blanket in.
But
No,
it's
I'm kidding,
different.
I'm kidding.
Electric is different. Those coils are different. I mean, it heats up and everything, but it's just a different way of cooking things than it is on a gas grill.
Was opening a butcher shop everything you thought it was going to be? And more, right?
It's pretty challenging opening any small business I could imagine, but this one was pretty tough. I just took a huge risk. It was just like...
But you did it over the summer, too.
I did it over the summer when it was slow. We opened April 9th, so we were just going right into the slower season. And I didn't do like a farmer's market or pop-ups or anything like that. We just kind of went for it, but I loved it. It was some of what I thought it would be, and then there's, plus a lot more that I wasn't expecting, so.
It's tough finding help, finding reliable people to come help you. I mean, that's just part of what summer's like here in South Florida, I think.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough to find people that, to come work for you. But fortunately, our hours are a little bit better than restaurants. And it's also it can be a little more interesting than just preparing the same dish at a restaurant. Like we get to do pâtés and different charcuterie items, terrines and rillettes and confits and all these really fun things. So when I put an ad out, I get quite a bit of response.
What are you finding that people like the most when they come in? They're looking for?
The pastrami sandwich has been a pretty big hit, and I'm going to bring you guys a big platter here this coming week. But yeah, the pastrami sandwich has been a pretty big hit. It takes about 10 days to make, so.
10 days.
Yeah.
It takes 10 days to make pastrami?
It takes about 10 days. Yeah, we do it from scratch, and
do you put it together?
Yeah, right. It's a labor of love, and it's like the most expensive item on the menu cost-wise for us. But yeah, people seem to love it. You have to trim it. We brine it for about a week, and then we take it out of brine, rinse it, and then we spice it, and then smoke it overnight, and then we chill it, and then we slice it, then we steam it, then we put it on a sandwich. So.
Wow.
Well, you're an outside commodity, so football's coming.
Labor
Okay.
Day's coming.
Football's coming. So Labor Day's coming.
Labor
so
Day's coming, too.
anytime the Dolphins play, which they're going to have a good team this year, I think the Dolphins may come out of the AFC.
Let's go.
This is to your benefit, because the
100%.
object of the game is get out, cook out, go to parties. They have these big things where they watch games all over the freaking place, but you want to cook out from your house and invite people over, especially the first week. So you want to be able to tell people, listen, come and get your meats and everything else, because everybody's looking for the best cuts when they have a lot of people. You have 100 people in your house, you're gonna go to Costco to bring that in. You take a risk that this tastes like shoe polish. So you can educate people how to do it the right way. If you're catering, that's another way of doing it. You put that big chef hat out there, turn over those steaks, and you could do 5 or 6 parties a day. That's really what's happening. You're an outside niche, because everybody loves a cookout, except for her.
No, I do. I just don't want to cook it.
She'll eat it.
Well,
I'll eat it. I'm
Passover-
just not
for
cooking
Passover. We'll do briskets for Passover. So
There you go. Brisket for
we don't
Passover.
exclude anybody.
Brisket for, I've got, Rosh Hashanah, and then there's Passover, 2 holidays that I'm always cooking brisket for.
And I got every Saturday from here to January.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, so Gillian, I have to ask, you're a physician.
Yes.
What did you think when Cameron said, hon, I think we should really open a butcher shop?
Oh, I was all about it.
Really?
Yes. So we've known each other like almost 10 years now. And he's always told me from the beginning, I want to open up my own spot. And I'm like, do it. But over those years, he's kind of tried to find what the concept would be. And so when we were living in California, we were living in Monterey at that point. There's a lot of agriculture there, a lot of farmers markets. And we were sourcing all our ingredients from these farmers markets and these local meats. And it really made a difference. And then he started working at a butcher shop there, and they were sourcing locally as well. And so he kind of got that idea. He's like, hey, I want to do this and also offer cooked food because I'm a chef. So when that finally clicked, I was like, do it, go for it.
That's amazing. But you went from California to Florida.
Yeah.
How do you like Florida?
Oh, I love Florida.
And opening a butcher shop, you're like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've lived in Florida before. I did medical school down here at FIU. So, but he didn't know what he was in for. He grew up in Seattle, and so the humidity kind of killed him in the beginning.
That's why you're a foodie. I was just in Seattle last week. I was telling you, the food is incredible. So different than here. There's all different food instead of here. I mean, find a salad there. It's very rare to actually find a salad on a menu. There's food.
It grows. It grows there.
It's
Here,
like
nothing
there's
grows.
really food on a menu. I know you're laughing, but it's not like food that I go and pick at here. That's why my kids loved it so much, because they're foodies. There was salmon head. There was, you name it. There was briskets and food. Heartier food.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing here is that you can't really grow vegetables in this heat.
It's too hot.
It's too hot,
Yeah.
you know.
You
so
can grow
there-
cactus, but that's not a vegetable.
Yeah, cactus is delicious, but how much cactus can
Gillian,
you eat?
how has it been for you? Good?
For
You're enjoying having the butcher shop?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you need a
I
better
help
name
out.
for it.
We actually named it after my son, whose name is Bo. So
It's a great name.
Thank you. We're
It's a
trying
great
to
name.
figure out what we would name our next shop.
Bo too.
Because we have a daughter.
Bo too.
We have
What's
to
her-
include her. Her name is Noelle.
Something for Christmas for her.
Yeah. She was supposed to be born on Christmas, but she got here a little earlier.
There's some in the organic meats. All your meats are.
Yes, they're all pasture raised. Some are certified organic, some are not. They don't have the certification, but the quality is there. Or
What's
better.
the difference?
You have to pay a lot of money for certified organic feed, basically. So it's just, I think it's kind of just political. A lot of it's political. I don't know if the quality is much better.
I think a lot of people are looking for better quality foods and produce. I was out over the weekend. There was a truck, farm to table, delivering from their own farm. And I guess people order online and they meet this truck at a certain pickup place on Saturdays. And there's meats, there's eggs, there's bread, everything from their farm. And the line to pick up this food, you realize people are looking for better food. They're looking for better ingredients for their families. And they're seeking it. It's like going back to what it used to be. right? When people would go to shops and do small, like I see on TV, and get better quality instead of the big box for convenience, and they're actually taking the time to look for other things, which is really nice to see.
Well, with the price of food up 70%, you go to a restaurant and the food is like this. So a lot of people are opting to stay home, but you want to get the best quality at home because now you're replacing home with going out. And you don't want to eat garbage when you're home. And it's funny because I've seen couples fight because they think that she didn't cook it right or he didn't cook it right. It had nothing to do with that. It's where they're getting their stuff from is not good quality.
You have things as simple as hamburgers all the way up to pork shoulders.
Absolutely. Braised short ribs for just grab and go food for dinner. Things
Already
like
cooked?
That. Yep, already cooked. And we're going to be working on more items that are already cooked.
Wow,
So.
see, I could cook for Chuck. I'm going to go to Cameron's place first and then go home.
So you're going to get him to cook and then bring it home and say, look what I did. I sweated all day.
Yeah.
I've done that.
It doesn't matter though, right? As long as there's good food. It doesn't matter where it's cooked, as long as you get to eat it.
I actually ordered 2 pork shoulders from someplace because I had a party to go to Saturday and I brought them in. And I wrapped them up, I didn't bring them in the package. I unwrapped them and rewrapped them. And they thought I did them. For 3 hours, I kept them thinking, oh, I sweated for hours.
But how great, because they're so close to us.
Right here.
You're right on 20th Street and Federal Highway.
Yes.
Beautiful mall. They've redone it.
Yeah.
The exterior looks beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
You've got a lot of great venues there, a lot of great restaurants and cookies and.
Colombian Coffee House just opened up next door.
Just opened. There's a new Peruvian place opening up at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It might be cool to do not that I'm doing anyone's marketing for them, but imagine doing a whole like we did on 18th, a whole opening of all the foods and do a whole big food venue day there.
That'd be cool.
Right, that would be
in the fall, which would be so cool.
That was so fun. That's when the clowns came.
Yeah, but think how great that would be, that entire strip mall, someone just needs to coordinate. Here I am running everyone else's business, right? And you pick a day and everyone goes out, they set up their tents and samples, you bring everyone in, you bring the community in, even maybe some classic cars that they had down the street on Saturday.
Classic cars. We actually
have a whole event.
We have actually somebody we're meeting tonight with classic cars.
Should we plan an event at your place?
Let's do it.
And then we can do portions, go back to the foundation.
She did this on 18th Street one year. We opened up with Steve, may he rest in peace. And there was a tent and a lot of chairs, and I took them because it was hot. And they didn't give us a tent and chairs.
And it was in January. It was supposed to be cool.
It was hot. And this little car comes with about 20 clowns. About yay big.
They were about 80 years old.
80 years old, and they started to squirt me with the flowers and started screaming at me. Can you imagine all these clowns coming to beat me up because I took the chairs and the tent? They said, we want it back. I said, you're not getting it back. Get out of here.
But think how great it would be to do a whole event at that strip plaza with all the restaurants out there. I'm thinking.
Well, you know who the owner is.
Yes, the Cups and Bowls event that we're talking about for the foundation. We'll talk about it off air, but it might be great to bring awareness to everything that's out there.
I know we'd love to do it. I'm sure our neighbors, Colombian Coffee House, would love it.
Well,
I'm sure the new Argentinian place would love it.
Well, she knows who the owner of that place is.
Well, he owns everything in the
He owns
community.
everything, but you know him.
But that would be a whole lot of fun.
Sure.
Put that thing, sure, why not? Let's put it together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Good luck with
I
that.
won't be Switzerland anymore.
Oh, she's leaving. She's no longer Switzerland.
I'm leaving. I'm back in the
plane
United
is
States.
leaving.
How do people find you guys?
So you can find us on social media at Beauregard's Fine Meats on Instagram, Facebook. Beauregard'sFineMeats.com is our website. How else?
And where's your location?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
That's how they usually find us.
Yep. We're on 497 Northeast 20th Street, the corner of Federal and 20th.
Where Cannoli Kitchen is.
Right behind Cannoli Kitchen, and we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10:30 to 6. We serve 4 or 5 handmade sandwiches.
Different sandwich every day, menu, special.
We keep the the pastrami and a few other things we keep, and then we'll rotate. And we offer things like fresh made cookies, just different little things. We're gonna do some cornbread and just kind of keep things fun. So.
Steve, you like pastrami?
Best pastrami in Boca. We're gonna take a poll.
Oh, we should.
And then it'll be her and I only, and then we'll say 100%, as they say, best pastrami in Boca.
We'll let Steve come in and judge it also.
And I think those are the niches, those are the crazy things that actually do work. Like you can have your name could be Sally, and then you say, call me Zena, which makes no sense, and then that show becomes a hit. That's her show.
Thank you.
Sally's corned beef on pastrami.
Corned beef on pastrami?
You like corned beef better than pastrami?
Yeah. I really don't eat much meat anymore. I like meat, but it just has a...
Can you have
sort of-
both, pastrami and corned beef?
We have both.
You
we
can.
Yeah, we'll do it.
And
What
you
do
do
you put on
turkey
it?
also?
Do you put mayo on your
Turkey, not
sandwiches?
yet. The pastrami
Mayo
is
on
just
pastrami,
just
leave the building.
You put mayo on pastrami?
No.
You
No.
put mayo
Russian
on
dressing
pastrami?
I do.
on a Reuben. We'll do mayo for you. We'll do mayo for anybody.
Put
We'll do
cheese. Put,
we
listen,
don't judge.
just go with the flow. Do you
Yeah.
know nobody does it? They put mustard, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the only strange guy, the guy with the hat, has mayo. So she sent me to a deli out west,
It
Jewish
was a
deli.
kosher deli, yeah.
Kosher deli. So I tell the guy, can I have mayo? And he said, absolutely not. So I said, why? He says, in this place, we don't mix this with that.
Right.
Which isn't true. It's not true. I spoke to the rabbi.
I know, because mayo is made from eggs, I know.
Right. It's
And
not
the
dairy.
rabbi said I could. So he was wrong. He threw me out. So now I'm outside. I'm knocking on the glass. I says, can I have the mayo out here?
Because the Puerto Rican wants the mayo on his
Because the Puerto Rican
pastrami.
needs it.
Why didn't you just buy the mayo from the grocery store? and just
Because it was a restaurant I was at.
There's
And
no
they threw
dairy
me
in mayo.
out.
buy the sandwich, take the sandwich to go.
You're missing the point. It's in the
Put the
restaurant.
mayo on the sandwich, then take the sandwich back to the restaurant, then eat your
Go,
sandwich.
go away.
Could I ask you a question about organic?
Please.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you said. I'm interested because everybody is going organic.
Sure.
And what is the difference? I mean, from what you're saying, there isn't really, I mean, I don't want to offend anybody
Right.
out there, but...
Is there a difference?
Yeah, well, I'm not definitely not by any means, the expert on that subject, but I think it just basically boils down to using synthetic fertilizer versus
Okay.
non-synthetic fertilizer.
Right.
Injections.
I really think that's all it
I
is.
thought it was something, it
It-
had to be, if it's organic, it's just, okay.
Yeah, so
All right,
organic can use non-synthetic fertilizer, I believe. Now, I could be wrong.
Right, but
maybe
that-
your audience is going
they
to
probably do that.
Hormones.
something
They
else.
put
Thank you.
hormones in the meat to expand the
Antibiotics,
animal.
hormones.
It's the same thing as vodka and the vodka you like. Vodka's vodka, right?
But can you imagine actually going back to organic meats, farm-raised products, better milks,
They
better
do it
eggs,
now.
better nutrition for
But they
our
do it
children,
now.
and watch the incidence of autism go down, the incidence of a lot of
Absolutely.
things go down.
I didn't say that.
Don, you know what I will say is that we just started carrying raw milk.
I saw that on the truck.
Yes, for pet consumption only.
Yeah,
right?
what is that? What is raw milk?
So raw milk is just straight from the cow. It's a Jersey dairy cow, right into the bottle, right, or right into the the carton.
Not
And that's it.
pasteurized.
It's unpasteurized.
So that only lasts a week, or a couple of
Actually,
days, no?
At least a week. Yeah, because it's so
because-
fresh. We get our deliveries on Friday. We get milk, kefir, and we get yogurt. We're bringing in some raw cheeses, but it's all labeled as for pet food, right? But
No, not can't consume by
Yeah,
humans
yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that. And it's a
there's-
Florida law.
There's a lot of red tape.
That's what I
Let's just put it like
thought.
that,
This
yeah.
truck had raw milk and
Yep.
raw everything. I thought,
Yep.
what is that? Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
just
ever-
not pasteurized. So.
Have you ever tasted raw milk? Well, you
yeah.
must have.
When people come into the shop, sometimes I give them a little taste, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, to be honest with you. I might.
But you carry other products, so they can give it to their pets. You want to make sure it's
yeah.
safe to give to your
I
pets.
give
get
it
that.
to them
Cats
to
love
give to
it.
their pets. Exactly.
Cats love the raw milk.
Yeah, they love the raw milk.
Do you know my father we had a farm, and he used to bring me raw milk.
It's amazing.
And I used to say, Dad, get that away from me. It doesn't taste like what you would think.
Does it taste like
It
milk?
tastes wholly different. I don't know how theirs tastes, but my father, when he brought this thing right out of the cow.
It was warm, right? You probably had it warm.
It was hot.
Yeah, hot
Yes.
is not. No,
Like
you don't
right
want
out of
hot
the
milk.
cow?
It's
Yeah,
gotta
he
be
would
ch- you have
take
to
the
chill it.
layer off the top of
Yeah.
whatever the hell that stuff was.
Cream. That's probably cream.
And he says, and my father used to drink it. He says, this will make you live forever. I says, no, if I drink that, I'll drop dead right now.
But look how long your father lived.
Look how long my father lived, yes. It is healthy,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not accustomed to doing it, but that is the right way. It's the story I tell you about Freddie and raising him. My father told me, don't feed him junk and watch what happens. Freddie is as healthy as a horse. I can't say the same thing for Gio.
So you have other products other than just meats. Obviously,
Sure.
you've got milk, eggs, cheese.
We're working on eggs. We're working on a lot more products, but
Sandwiches.
yeah, we have sandwiches,
Interesting.
milk, raw milk. We have raw cheese. We have sausages,
He makes his own sausages.
Yeah, we make our own sausages, charcuterie items. We have like canned sardines from Portugal, all sorts of fun things.
A whole little marketplace.
Let's bring in a whole petting zoo.
Yeah, no. Can't do that.
Why?
All right, we're going to go to commercial break.
Why
More
we
to
not
come.
gonna
You can
do
find
that?
Beauregard's right on the corner
What are you
of
talking about?
20th Street and Federal Highway, behind Cannoli Kitchen. It's a beautiful location. Get all your meats there, or make requests, catering, all of it. We'll let you know when the pastrami's coming here so we can all sample it. Steve, you'll come back. You'll try the pastrami when it comes here.
And
All
you'll
right.
have it with mustard, and I'll have it with mayo. We'll see which one's better.
All right, more to come. Stay
You
tuned.
could have mayo as long as it's made into Russian dressing.
There
you go.
There you go.
That would be
We've got to
ketchup.
add ketchup to it. You'll do that too.
I do that too. I even put mayo, ketchup, mustard.
That's a little wild. That's a little wild.
You go to Shea Stadium in New York, that's the way we used to have the hot dogs.
More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft, silk, touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Space travelers will be arriving soon from cosmic homelands far beyond your moon. We bring a message that's either peace or doom. We are aliens arriving soon. Technology is far beyond our sight. We'll bring wonder for endless night. No resistance, you must obey. We're the masters of the cosmic way. We are aliens, aliens on the shore. arriving soon.
And we're back.
You never cease to amaze me.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. First of all, you couldn't hear it because the speaker's too low. And nobody comes out to raise the speaker. This guy's walking around with his phone in his ear.
I got the gist of it, though.
No, you didn't get the gist of it. You didn't even hear it.
I did.
I wrote it.
I heard it.
Now, if somebody, thanks a lot for helping me, buddy. If somebody else had written it, you probably would say, oh, that's really interesting. Aliens, right? So we have Russ's show. I got 3 phone calls on that show that I have to make today. Sponsors and everything else. I don't know what you're talking about. You drag her into this whole alien thing.
Do you ever feel as if you don't belong here on Earth, but yet
I don't
you're
know if I
living
feel
here?
this right now. I don't belong here.
I don't know, but I feel like they dropped me here, they left me here, and I need my support system here to be with me.
Dawn, they did.
Yeah, well, I just made a song on your national anthem here. You're making fun of it. You're poking
I'm not
holes
making
at
fun
it.
of anything. I went to see Daphne over the weekend,
Oh, and they talk about aliens.
and I feel like she's part of my support system, and she knows exactly what I needed. That and the product sitting next to Steve have changed so many people over this weekend. I brought it. I'm having everyone sample the electrolyte. They feel so much better.
Yes, that is right. That stuff is amazing.
That would be very
He's
good
got
for
no
Steve.
energy hardly. He can't hear me.
But
he doesn't have very much
Steve, did you hear her?
No, he can't hear out of one ear.
He says acting like he can.
But
but on Mondays,
What it is, I'm not eating sea moss.
It tastes like
you
lemon
can't
lime.
you can't taste it.
Are you guys organic?
No.
No, not really.
No.
This is amazing. Actually, show this. There's an electrolyte mix, and then there's one that's like a mushroom coffee. I haven't tried that one
haven't
yet.
tried that one.
But I've tried the electrolyte, and
It is
Do you
unbelievable.
smoke it or drink it?
And because you drink it. You can smoke it, but I wouldn't. You can drink. It's to
it's really
drink.
good.
And
It
it comes with a little
changes
blender to mix it because what happens is there's nothing in there to keep it fresh.
I actually have it in this cup.
So it doesn't cake. It will cake up on you. And there's the blender, which I'm going to have some. But you see, the mistake is that you have to have 16 ounces of it. Having it this way is cheating.
So you pour half it in. That's what I've been doing a half and
Now,
then
I'm
a
going
half
to take
later.
my green thing and make it. But I got to tell you, I tried this thing on Friday. I kid you not.
No, you were like on like cloud nine.
It was like unbelievable. You could feel your inwards come out. You're like, wow.
amazing.
I felt amazing.
I could use some of that.
I had Chuck drink it over the weekend. and
We'll
he
make
said-
some before you
They
leave.
really- I
So,
don't
because
know
I'm
what
going to tell
happened,
you,
but
did he try it?
Yeah, so he says to me, not a placebo effect. He said, but how fast are you supposed to feel this? I said, well, if you talk to Freddie, it's about the same amount of time frame as you, about 10 minutes, and he was bouncing. He felt so much better. He said his vertigo got better, his dizziness got better. He went and did a major hard workout and then cleaned the pool.
I got to tell you, I said to them, you got to send this to NASA because there's got to be something in it. And I'm going to read the instructions. Then I said, for diabetics, can you take that? And he said, yes. So I don't know
It's
what's
made with
in
monk
it.
fruit, he said.
I don't know what's in it, but I wanted to go out and walk around because I usually walk around the neighborhood for a mile or two. This stuff is amazing. Don't take it because you. Oh, you give it to him, and
We can
you
make
won't
some
see
and you
him.
can all try it.
Oh, you're good.
He'll disappear.
You guys sound like a married couple over there. You're going
That's
on
good
how
stuff.
many years? 2 years?
What?
Your anniversary.
I don't know.
Coming up on 2 years.
Yes, and we made a pact that we would never go to sleep angry at one another, and it's working out great. We haven't slept since Thursday.
And no bickering in public, I know.
Okay, I'm not going to top that.
You got everybody laughing. So what's happening on Call Me Zena today?
Actually, my show is on gratitude again because a lot of people are asking
Again?
for that. Well, I had it a couple of weeks ago
Again?
on gratitude, but it never
Just
really
making fun
stays-
of you in the way you speak.
Again.
Again. So
I
it's
spoke
really
to you
basically
people all
anything.
weekend. People from UK, all weekend.
Oh, I thought you meant the aliens.
No, UK and Boston.
Oh, okay.
All weekend. It drove
Really?
me nuts.
Why?
Because it's so funny the way you pronounce words.
But the people in Boston did too.
Oh, yeah, they're the worst.
They say something's parlour, they say, actually, which we say in England.
They say get the car.
The car, yeah. They
Get the
don't
coffee.
talk like that in England.
Yes, you do. You're all proper. Even when you argue, you people are proper. Is it my turn to argue?
I think gratitude is really important because you know what?
Please, can I argue?
I think that when we're young and starting our businesses and starting our families, we're so busy starting our businesses and growing our families and acquiring stuff that we lose to be grateful and thankful for what we have. And then you get to our age, you look back and go, wow, I should have really been more appreciative of what I had when I was in my 20s and 30s, when my parents were healthy, when my children, a cold was the worst thing you had to worry about. And business gets better and money ebbs and flows, and it does, but just to be more grateful for what I had in my 20s and 30s. Because now I'm looking going, wow, my age is catching up with me.
You tell me some stories, I go, wow, too.
So many people say as they get older, I wish I knew then what I knew now, but that expression is so very important.
That's easy. Really. Young and stupid. Now, these two kids, these two guys, their story on the product is they went to live with the monks in Japan. And they're young. They're in their 20s when they did it. They stopped their life to change everything that they did, all the partying and everything else, and they are grateful for life. So I said to them over the weekend, what they taught them was you take something, let's say a rice to eat, whatever food, and you put your fork down and you keep chewing it until it liquefies. And every moment that you chew, you benefit and you think about how lucky you are, how grateful you are to live life. And I try to do that this weekend. And it lasted over 1 second. Because I don't know how the hell.
To chew till it liquefies?
Oh my God. I went to the diner, that I go to get breakfast, and I had this delicious diner food. And I said, okay, put it down. That was it. And then, right, and then, because we're always rushing and not enjoying gratefulness.
True.
Absolutely.
But if the food is good, then you can't wait to get to the next forkful.
I know, but these guys did it.
But they said it was food without taste. It was tofu, it was soy, it was white rice. It was food to feed you, but not that tasted good. It was just the nutritional side of food.
I pass.
Right.
Yeah, but I had rice and beans all my life. It's delicious.
They gave them
No, white rice, plain tofu, bland foods for nutritional
We
value.
went to an
That's
event.
kinda how I eat.
We
yes.
went to an event and you ordered the tofu, and I tasted it.
It was delicious, right?
Oh my God, it was unbelievable. I said, what is that?
There you go.
You said tofu.
But I think gratitude is really important because you look back, and I say to my kids all the time, enjoy where you're at. Because when you get to my age, and I'm sure that's my parents say, enjoy where you're at, because when you get to their age, I see where they're at.
You remind me of the commercial, the Allstate commercial. You're turning into your parents.
I'm totally
Ever seen
fearful
that?
of that, yes. Is it Allstate?
Allstate.
The guys like when you get in the elevator and you
why
talk
would
to people?
Why are you gonna become your parents? Are the ones that taught you. Why would you be?
Not want to?
Yeah.
I'm sure not everyone wants to
Well,
be their
everybody
parents.
says, I don't want to turn into my parents, really.
Why?
Even if it's a joke, but they do.
But
so
why?
I don't know.
Because there are good qualities
And why
and
do they make
qualities
it-
you don't want to have.
Like
I don't
what?
want my kids to be me.
What are you talking about? Your mother made you.
But I don't
your,
want
your
my
daughter's
kids-
going to be you. Your son is going to be your husband. His father taught him.
Yeah, I know. That's
This
the
is
scary part of
ridiculous.
all of it.
What, do you want to be a stranger? No, I want you to be like Steve.
I want everyone to be themselves, but enjoy life. So I'm glad you're doing gratitude.
Yeah, we've done it a few times. I mean, not everyone calls in on that topic, but if anybody's listening, it would be nice if you have something to
Sally
talk
is a
about.
psychic and medium, so if you have any questions, you can ask her.
Be careful what you ask for.
Like, how many more kids are they going to have, Sally? You know, important things. I'm kidding.
Wow, that many?
No, I'm going no.
Wow, that was
Speaking
a
of
good
kids-
one. No, she has not. She's 7 centimeters.
Is she still not in the hospital?
Listen, I don't know. Nobody calls
His
me.
5th grandchild.
Congratulations.
Nobody calls me.
Woohoo. Wow. Another doorknob, they
Another
say.
door. This is going to be the doorbell. They would not tell me my granddaughter's name until I met her. And they call her doorknob. I call her doorknob. So now that name sticks. I'm not changing it. Her name, what is her name?
Juliana.
Juliana. And you're going to call her doorknob. And then the new one is going to be doorbell. He's a young man coming into the world any minute now, as they say.
Pretty exciting. You have guests coming in today?
Well, I have a few people coming in. Priscilla is coming in. She called to confirm it. The Tinkerbell.
Oh, nice.
And then
Tinkerbell's coming from
no,
Miami?
not Tinkerbell.
Priscilla.
But Priscilla, who's friendly
Her
with
fellow
Tinkerbell, is
twerker.
coming. She wanted to come.
Oh, okay.
Then hopefully the
Wow.
journalist who was here the other day, he said
Niall?
Niall is meant to be
Nice.
coming. Quite a few people are meant to.
I'd like to send Niall over to their place to do a spot on them.
Maybe. Yes, I think it'll
He's
be
a
very
reporter.
nice.
Oh, come on over, Niall. We're ready for
Very
you.
nice gentleman. He's about 6 foot forever. But
But I think it would be a nice piece to put together for you guys.
That'd be great.
as much, we got to have a niche, you know, like have a quiz and you get it right and you got to go straight there. To
We were getting a little too healthy there for a minute. Can I ask another question about meat?
Absolutely.
There's a cut of meat that's become more and more popular that wasn't around years ago, hanger steak.
Love hanger.
What's the deal with hanger steak?
No, there's one per steer, and it's called hanger because it hangs right in the middle of the steer. So there's generally 2 pieces of meat on the hanger with a piece of 2 steaks out of a hanger with a piece of sinew in the center, and you just kind of cut right down the sinew and then just clean it up, and it's extremely tender. It's very beefy. It's very it's very affordable, and it's just a great cut. I love hanger steak.
I almost had it when I was away. But I got
They
something
actually
else.
sell it?
But
They sell it in a restaurant?
yeah.
It's
Really?
more like
Yeah.
of a butcher.
It was at a diner.
Yeah, a diner or bistro in France. They'll have it in Europe, like in
How
bistros.
close is that to the diaphragm, to the skirt steak?
The skirt steak would be that'd be a kind of a ways away, I would think. A skirt steak's kind of like inside the ribs, kind of hanging, or like hanging out like right along the rib section.
So I
from
was
my
in
understanding.
Publix looking for some steak.
Sure.
And I saw a beautiful piece of skirt steak, and the price was the same as filet mignon.
Skirt steak is insanely expensive, and I've never been in an area where it's more popular than South Florida. People love their skirt steaks here. They love skirt
Is
steak
it
and
that they
picanha.
love it, or that's just what the grocery store gives you when you cook it?
I think they love it. I mean, people ask me for. I sell out a skirt steak
Why
a lot.
is it?
It's just
I
delicious.
thought it was cheaper to get Cersei, but it's not.
It used to be.
It used to be.
It used to be.
Yeah, Cersei was because of the price. People bought it because it was cheaper now. Because everybody's eating it, I guess it's gotten more
If cooked
expensive.
right and sliced right, it's delicious.
He's also a foodie, as you
Now,
can tell.
Dawn
like his
loves
style.
tongue.
I love tongue.
Until I found out it was a tongue.
I've never,
Sure, we cook
ever,
tongue.
won't touch it.
I loved it
We corn
until I
tongue.
found out what it was, and I saw it sitting in this case when I was growing up, and I'm like, what is that? And my mom says, well, that's tongue, that's on your sandwich. I'm like, well, excuse me? She says, well, why do you think it's called tongue? I don't know. Why is it called a steak? Because it just is. And then I realized what it was. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
another
Does the
thing we
tongue
have in
come from a
common, I
cow
will
or a
never
bull?
touch tongue.
The
I've never had it.
Generally, it'll come from a steer, which is a castrated bull. That's the meat that you find in the grocery store. Then a cow is usually for dairy and stuff like that.
Castrated bull.
Right.
So the bull is what they use for the meat, and the cow is used for the milk.
Correct.
They
yeah.
don't eat. You don't eat cows.
You can eat cows, but you'll know like you'll
difference?
notice the difference. Sometimes people will sell it as like a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old dairy cow, and the fat's really yellow, the meat's really red, and it's chewier. It has different flavor and texture.
Wow,
It's
did
pretty
you
cool
know
though.
that? I
mean,
never knew that. So
yeah.
the casing is full of the bulls. Full of bull.
Well, you don't even eat bulls. I don't think. I think you only eat because they have too many hormones, and they make the muscles probably are too chewy. So that's why they castrate them, and you eat a steer. So that's what a steer would be.
So a steer has no.
Right. Yeah. No.
I could say something else about
No
that.
giblets,
Laura,
you
but I
could
won't.
They sell those too, you know. They sell
they
those
sell the
bad
giblets
boys
if you
too.
want,
Giblets, wow.
for lack of a better
Whole
word.
nother level. Did you learn all of this in culinary school or since you've opened the store?
No, since I opened the store, I always thought that it was cow. Like I always said, I thought a steak was cow. But
So did I.
I got scolded, when I was at my by a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, who was like, "It's not a cow." And he cursed me out a little bit.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, duly noted. Yes, a steer. So
Very cool. How many cuts of steak are there on a bull?
Steer.
I
A
don't
steer.
know. That is I'm not that expert. A
Because
lot.
every part of the body of a steer is cut up, right?
And it depends on where they cut it up, what country. I think they probably do
In
different cuts in
Jamaica,
different
they even
countries.
use the tail.
Oxtail.
Yeah.
We bring in oxtail.
You do.
Delicious. Scrumptious. Tongue, yeah.
He's from Seattle. They cook out there. They have a market out there. What's it called? Pike's Place?
Pike's Place
Market?
Market.
Oh my gosh. The amount of food in this one market.
What do they do in Scotland? I'm from England, I'm part Scottish. There's
They eat
Scotland,
potatoes.
They do like haggis or something with
Oh yes,
raw-
the haggis.
What is that?
I think that's like isn't that the sheep's
Inte-
stomach?
yeah,
That's
something
filled
horrible.
with. Well, I mean, it's an acquired
I mean,
taste. I think.
I say
think
that
it's
that's for
acquired
me.
taste.
It's many. I shouldn't say that because there's many people I know that's how I know about it.
Sure.
But, I'm sure it's very tasty, but I
For
don't
some,
know.
I don't think I would.
And
I have a
I'd
taste
eat
for
a
it.
escargot, a snail, so I'm really not.
There's
the one
a
to tell.
there's a stomach lining in Spanish.
Tripe.
Tripe. There you go. Ding ding ding.
Tripa.
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 Yeah.
And
you
that
have
comes from who?
I think that's from cow. I think that's from a steer or from a pig.
Delicious.
Yeah, delicious.
Love it. Love tripe.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I'm going to keep quiet. As I
Have you ever
usually don't
had
do.
it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so how do you know you don't like it?
Well, you used to
Well,
make
it's
blood
just
pudding
a
too.
thought, but then that's silly because we eat lobster, we eat escargot.
You ever
but
have a
it's
pork
just-
chop?
Yes.
Okay, so then you'll love tripe because they don't taste the same.
Okay.
They make their own sausage too.
You do blood pudding?
We will. Yeah, I think I've.
I'm gonna tell
eventually
you,
we will.
I'm an expert in that bad boy.
Are you really?
Yes, when I was a little boy, I used to hold the bucket for the blood when they killed the pigs.
Wow.
Fans
they
is
used-
so not family friendly right
And they
now.
take the intestines and they clean them out really,
Oh
really
my
good.
God.
Take the rice and put it in the blood pudding, comes out, and we used to sell them bad boys.
And that's why I have organic cottage cheese in the refrigerator.
We don't talk enough about. I think if we did talk, it kind of changes your concept when you look at
Hey,
something,
listen,
doesn't it? Yeah.
listen, you have children?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you give birth, if you explain what birth looks like, you faint.
I don't want to know. I just said, put me out.
But
Put
look
to
at me,
sleep.
a guy standing there watching that. I was like, they were putting it in the absence zone, waking me up.
I
That
don't
looked
know what
horrible.
happened.
Alicia, are you vegan? She
Maybe
might
after
be
this
now.
conversation.
She might be
Alicia,
after
you
this.
like tripe? No? Have you ever tried it? First of all,
She
you're
doesn't even have a mic or a camera.
first of all, you come from South America.
Made
you guys
in Brazil.
eat everything, there, including flies
No,
and
no,
snails
no. And I have
everything.
family that's in cattle and everything. But however, it's just, it's like you know, one of those things that look the other way.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You had rabbit stew.
I look the other way. What?
Isn't that delicious, rabbit stew?
Do you remember Indiana Jones when Indy took the lady and then they ate brains?
The monkey brain.
The monkey
Monkey
brains.
brain, yeah.
Delicious.
Had that too.
No, I'm just kidding. I never had that.
I had that in New York City, down in
All right,
Chinatown.
you got to stop. We're going to take a commercial break because I'm going to be joining Alicia over at the other side of the theater. More to come. We're going to check in with Alicia and find out maybe
You eat
how the event went
snails?
yesterday.
You eat snails?
Saturday.
Snail. I see a snail, I faint.
You squash it.
I went to a Christmas party once in an ethnic household, and they served chitlins, and so I had to taste it, and I almost had to leave.
Chitlins?
Yeah.
What's a
It's
chitlin?
innards.
Oh.
What is it?
Innards.
We're going to take a commercial break.
Oh, yes. There's a chicken in, wait a minute, chicken in chickens.
It's the things wrapped in a
What's
packet.
it?
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing. What's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listening to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Brooklyn Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out. Thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Dawn and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
They were discussing Stargate.
No, we're not allowed to discuss Stargate because you made fun of my alien song.
I don't know what Stargate is. I wasn't here.
It's a movie.
But he was just, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name.
Well, my name's Cameron.
Was asking me about Stargate.
What do you know
And
about Stargate?
Well, I've been here for the part 1 and part 2 of it at the studio here. But
When
I
do we
didn't
have
know-
Stargate?
Well, no, it's the
Lionsgate.
Oh, you mean Lionsgate?
Okay, so
What
far.
did you put in her coffee?
I ain't put anything.
Yes.
So.
I actually said hurricane, but you said Stargate, so I let you go. I let you,
did
just
say
go with
hurricane.
it.
Lionsgate.
So far,
I just
so
didn't wanna-
far, nobody
This is
knows what the
before
hell
You're
he's
on a
talking
roll.
about.
You're on a roll. I
He's
didn't
talking
wanna
about the
interrupt.
wrong thing.
Luckily, everybody in the studio knows me. At least I'm normal, right?
You know what?
You're my
No, we're
friend.
normal. Everybody else is just crazy.
Thank you so much. Steve, I don't know if I want to
So
hear
Cameron
his...
says, "What's happening with the hurricane?" And Sally says, "Well, let me tell you about Stargate."
No,
and
no,
then,
we were
and then it
talking.
wasn't Stargate; it became Lionsgate, and now I don't know
No,
what.
because we
anything
were
is.
having a conversation.
The
but I think it was on
hurricane,
the-
let's answer his question first. Hurricane is going to go past Puerto Rico and head north.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's not coming because La Nina was late arriving. I don't know what the hell that has anything to do with anything. But that sand and that pressure is moving all the hurricanes away from Florida.
That's good.
They're going south, they're going north, which is a good thing for us. But the islands are going to get beat up, which is not a good thing for me. So that's that. Stargate is a movie. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I don't even know how that got into the conversation.
That was good.
Well, what's Liongate then?
Now, the Lion,
Liongate, I was told.
Now,
What's
the
the
Lion-
skinny on Liongate?
The Lionsgate,
It was-
Alicia
Yeah, she knows about
actually
it.
was the MC
Right.
down in Miami on Thursday.
How'd it go?
Interesting. Interesting. It was something I've never been a part of or seen, you know, and it's like a mix of Cirque du Soleil, a freak show, and Woodstock.
I saw that in the video. It was interesting.
But that sounds like a negative connotation, but I don't mean it that way. I just mean it that it was just something so different and so unique.
It's
that
free love. It's the hippies of the 60s, for lack of a better definition.
And
Oh,
the
it
hippies of
is.
the 60s. I don't
Burning
know.
Man.
Yeah, I was like Burning Man, you know, and they all call themselves burners, but not because they're smoking pot, but it's because they're
Burning
like,
Man, yes. But Burning Man happened in the 40s. And
oh, tell us. Okay.
And the love tribe, everything in the 60s, young man and hippie and all that was all part of Burning Man, and that's what you had there that night, because I remember Studio 54, they used to have Burning Man up in the rafters. And that's exactly what that place
That's what you were
looked like.
telling me about Studio 54.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it's so funny that like there's a side to me that I'm so like naive,
Like
even
this one.
though.
Like this one
Yeah,
over here.
well, I feel
She's
like we're
another one.
related. She reminds me. Dawn is like my sister. Well, as you know, I already said this already millions of times.
That's
But
your
anyways,
sister, the auntie over there.
No, I'm your daughter, right?
you are my daughter, darling. Yes, you are.
The daughter?
Was
My
Alicia
daughter,
at
but
the
she's
event
like
Saturday
granddaughter.
night?
No.
Which event was
Alicia
that?
wasn't
No.
at the Hard Rock. That was a different event.
Oh, on the rooftop? No, but I saw the videos. That was really cool.
But that has nothing to do with Lionsgate. That rooftop was a
separate?
band.
Oh, okay.
Sylvia's band was playing that night.
And you know, one of the musicians from Sylvia's band is from Gypsy Nation. You know,
Was.
was from yes was.
He no longer plays for them either. But the Lionsgate is an interesting August 8th. This year, if you add up 2024, it equals 8, 248. And there's all these, if you believe in that, you know, and they celebrate. And if
It's a
you go
big
back,
portal.
it's a big portal.
Even
If
Daphne
you
told
go
me.
back to Egypt, back in the Egyptian days, they used to do the same thing. They used to dance on, supposedly.
Are we
this
missing
day.
lights?
No, they're
No?
just not placed
Can we
correctly.
put a light on Alicia, please?
Really? There's one right in front
The one over there.
Yeah, no, she's
But the object of the aim is that you want to be able to address people who do this, because there must have been, what, Alicia, 250 people there that night?
There was a lot of people there, and I met a lot of very interesting people. There was one gal. She has an art gallery down in Fort Lauderdale, Broward, and her whole thing is about making. How do you say chupos in English?
Chupos?
Chupos.
That's a hickey.
Pacifiers.
Chupos is a hickey.
Pacifier?
Oh, not in
your country,
Spanish. I
chupo
know.
is a pacifier?
No, chupeta is in Portuguese, but in chupo is what my husband's family uses. But anyways, pacifiers, and they would collect them based on the children that are being taken in, especially in Israel. And that's what her calling is. So there was a lot of interesting people that have like these
You mean for human trafficking?
for human trafficking, also with the war and everything. So there was a lot of people that are out there to create, to have an incentive for the causes that are going on in the world. And I really, really, really appreciated. I did do an interview with her. And G-Man will have the footage to showcase all of that. Very interesting people I met. I spoke to the owner of the establishment. Zoe was the restaurant, and it was this beautiful place. It looked like it was once a house in Miami. And this property has this gorgeous garden with this pool in the center of it all. And they did an incredible, what they call activation, which is like a performance. But and just all these interesting characters, and like the ones that you saw or you mentioned earlier, you know, Studio 54.
A lot of swings, a lot of stuff.
No, swings. Oh, swings.
They had swings, and they had poles and the pole dancing and
all kinds of things.
All sorts of. Well, that I mean, you know, they.
It looked like a whole lot of fun to me.
I'm gonna tell you.
I gotta tell you, it looked
You
like
know
a lot
what?
of fun.
It would have been fun if you guys were there. I would have loved it
Oh,
because
I would have been on the floor rolling. Because you know it's
you
funny.
Fred would be pole
We
dancing.
were here until 9:30 on Thursday night.
I would have told Dawn, get up there and do the pole dance.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
It's not a bad thing. You know, everybody thinks that because they see a pole that is bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad. I just don't
First
think
of
I'm
all,
gonna
you
go
can't.
on the pole.
You took me one time to those things on the.
The aerial.
Yeah.
You took me, but okay.
No, you took me because you knew the lady. I didn't know that lady. I didn't even know what the hell that stuff was. You ever seen that? They have two things hanging. The scarves. And you have to roll yourself
I love
like
that. Aerial.
like
That's
a Tootsie
aerial.
Roll in
Like,
this thing.
Cirque du Soleil.
That's
kind of
Cirque du
stuff.
Soleil.
It was like aerial yoga or something.
So the lady says, Freddie, would you like to try? I said, I'd like to try. I'd like to try to get the hell out of here. is what I
Dawn,
said.
you'd be great for that. I can just see you doing it.
Yes, Dawn,
You
you
have
will
that
wrap
way.
yourself
She
up.
has the
I can see you now.
I could see you, Freddie, doing a split on one of those. Guys, get me down. Get me down. What the heck is this?
Honey, I know my limitations. I ain't getting on no scarf. And they got on that thing like it was easy. She rolled up in there. She rolled herself up. I went,
Yeah, it's
Pretty
so
amazing how
beautiful. But
talented
it's
people are.
beautiful. Aesthetically, it's so aesthetic. And there was acrobatics people there. And like this girl was holding herself up on one hand and doing these crazy movements. And we got all of their information because I would love for them to come here and do a performance here.
Well,
And
that's what I
think-
need. Jump from there to here.
Did you manifest some things?
Manifest?
It was 888. It was like the most
Yeah, if
powerful
I
day.
manifested, yeah, I guess.
And it
you
started
can
at
see.
8 o'clock too, right? That's what I heard.
Kind of, sort of. Not, yeah. Things, yeah, you know how these things always will happen. But yes, it started at 8 o'clock. There was an initiative, and then, you know, there was a set schedule for everything. So yes.
And Alicia also has the gentleman that has the cars that you talked about, right?
Yes, I was doing a car show.
Gary.
Near your place.
Oh,
to bring
last
people
weekend.
in.
He has a place that he has antique cars.
There was a car show Saturday on Federal Highway.
Oh,
Just
something
no-
separate.
That was that made me think we could put down by you guys. There were cars everywhere,
But maybe
all
we
up
could
and down
talk to
Federal
Gary,
Highway.
see if he'll do an antique show
Here in Boca?
in front of
Yeah,
your
it was
place.
like in front of Raymond James or something,
Yeah,
or
just up
whatever
the
the
street from
diamond
us.
place is.
Raymond James.
It wasn't Raymond James. Raymond, whatever the jeweler is over there
Oh,
on
okay.
Federal.
Because Raymond James is in Tampa.
And it was all closed down. There were cars parked all up and down Federal Highway Saturday for this car show.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, some nice cars.
I love that.
I
Went
drove
over by you.
past.
Oh, you went?
Yeah.
I didn't go. I just drove.
You drove past
Yeah,
and
I
saw
had
it.
to do a delivery. Yeah.
Are you guys going to come tonight over to 388?
What is tonight, Alicia?
We're gonna try.
Well, tonight we're doing the After Hours Brooklyn Cafe show. Freddie and Dawn is going to be hosting this After Hours event. It's going to be great for networking. It's going to be great for just meeting people that are like-minded and also discuss future endeavors that we can all be a part of.
And where is it going to be held at?
388.
She's well versed.
Well versed. All right. Ready
Well-
to wrap this up?
Ready to wrap it up?
All right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Check out Beauregard's Tuesday
I
through
think he wants to sing goodbye.
Saturday. You going to close us out, Bax? Yes, ma'am.
All right, so go Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday, check out Beauregard for all your fine meats, raw milk, different raw products for your pets, and see what else they've got for lunch. And tonight, 388 over at 4:30. We're going to be there starting Brooklyn Cafe
we
show
start,
after hours. We're going to be there till 6 with True Oldies Radio. It's a relatively new restaurant. It opened in October. It's tremendous. Italian food should be a whole lot of fun. They call it Industry Night, but I guess if you're in the industry, come on out and support the event. And I think Baxton's going to take us out. Bax, what are you going to sing? A bit of Joni Mitchell. All right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tonight at 4:30 at 388.
Don't be late. Go ahead, Bax.
I brought the house down. What happened? What? And now
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.